Fancy dress time. Fancy. It must be number 1 in our top 5 countdown in our month of Studio Ghibli. What's number 1? Nausicaa. It's really emotionally involving and it's action-packed. Action-packed. Did I mention Mark Hamill was in it again? Mark Hamill. It almost made me cry several times. Damn, it's a cartoon. It's not supposed to do that to you, but it did. That's why. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Wow. It's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. It was supposed to be number 2. But then we went back and reviewed it alongside Princess Mononoke and we're like, nope, Nausicaa, number 1. This movie stands out so much. Wow. 1984. So this was produced during the golden age of cartoons. Remember the golden age of cartoons? He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, She-Ra, and Jem. What do we got now? Pretty much all that same crap, only it's done terribly. Opening animation, hey, history of the world. Guess what? He does that again. You notice the modern metropolis all of a sudden getting burned down by these giant guys with spears, and all we know about them is that they are giant warriors, and they burn the world down and then turn to stone, and they died. Okay, but that's all we know. We don't know where they came from. They don't address that. First of all, we're in post-apocalyptic, toxic jungle aftermath fucking Mad Max world. And it starts out, Captain Picard is on an away mission. He's got a sweet-ass beard and an awesome mohawk. Did I mention he was riding around on 2 black chocobos? Black chocobos, crystals, airships, politics, giant bugs. This sounds like Final Fantasy. Just saying, way closer than Spirits Within. We are in the wastes, the wastelands of Earth. It's the future, post-apocalyptic world. There's Lord Yuba, voiced by Patrick Stewart. Looks hella sweet with a beard and a mohawk. Did I mention he's a master swordsman, destined to seek out and find the one? So he's Morpheus, and there is no blue pill. He gets into his tangle with this thing called an ohm. It looks like a giant caterpillar. Looks like a gigantic caterpillar that will fucking crush a city. It's huge and really pissed off most of the time. Other times when it wants to check you out, it unleashes its golden tentacles, and now you're like, wait a minute, I've seen this anime. Wait a minute. So while Captain Picard is running from this giant bug, all of a sudden soaring to his rescue is Nausicaa. And who is she? She's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Just like the title. Miyazaki does that a lot. Nausicaa. She's not afraid to do nothing. Right? That's the little fox squirrel. Fuck you! That's how you normally handle that situation. She's all, it's okay. You're mine. Nausicaa is voiced by Alison Lohan. You know, Drag Me to Hell. Alison Lohan. Not bad. She does a great job. Good job, Alison. Way to go. Didn't ruin the movie. Claire Danes. Bleh. Wow, Nausicaa's a stand-up girl. She's like, what, 16? Maybe? She's not afraid of nothing. Nausicaa lives in the Valley of the Wind. The Valley of the Wind has been protected from the toxic jungle for 300 years, and all of a sudden, war comes to the Valley of the Wind. The Talmekians are at war with the Pedgites, but now the Talmekian airship has crashed in the Valley of the Wind, and guess what it had on board? A dying Pedgite princess and a giant warrior. Oh, fuck! The way they make it sound is that we humans developed technology so much that we created this thing that ultimately turned on us and wiped us out. All but wiped us out. The 7 days of fire. Blam! Fucked up, right? We thought they were all dead. Apparently not. Apparently you gotta pump some acid into it and it'll come back to life. You meet Princess Kushana. She is the princess of Talmekia. She's played by Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman does a good job at being like a kind of a cold military kind of bitch. Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. At one point, she's Robo She-Ra. She kind of looks like Robo She-Ra, right? It's a pretty cool cosplay outfit, I think. It's half Iron Man, half She-Ra. That's awesome. War comes to the valley. Princess Kushana is now in charge, and she decides, you know what? Instead of moving the big warrior, let's just throw him in the easy bake oven under the castle. We'll get done faster. We'll take this place too. It'll be a good day in Nausicaa. Right? The people of the valley are very nice, and then everybody else around them are dicks. Super dicks. Hella warlike. They're like, yeah, fuck the valley. We're going to make this shit into an oven, and we're going to rule it. And, oh yeah, let's not forget, when the Nausicans show up, they're like, hey, we come in peace. Haha, we killed your king. Now get your ass to work. That's messed up. So now we have to transport Nausicaa as a hostage so the people of the valley don't rise up in revolution. She's the most beloved princess ever as far as the valley is concerned. They're all talking shit on Kushana. You're a princess? Man, you're kind of a bitch. Our princess is way nicer than you. Row bitch. They get attacked by a gunship from Pegite. The little gunship takes out like the entire Tolmekian fleet. The only way they were able to escape is because they had their little gunship in the back. Did I mention Mark Hamill was in it again? He's the mayor of Pegite, and he's kind of a dick again. Haha, what'd you expect? You hired the Joker. Yeah, he looks like the Middle Eastern Joker, but seriously, he snagged a baby home that didn't do shit, and he tortured the fuck out of it and was going to lead it into the valley to wipe everyone out. That's not cool, but that sounds like something the Joker would do. Ha ha ha! The flashback with Nausicaa and the baby Ohm, that's kind of touching, right? You feel bad for the little girl. She didn't know any better. The Ohm didn't do anything. It's a baby. It hasn't hurt anybody yet. Leave it alone. I like that is a consistent part of her personality throughout the movie. Very caring individual. She also figures out, hey, look, it was us. We ruined the planet. You know what the actual meaning behind the forest is? It's here to purify the planet. So if we keep fucking with the forest, we are going to die, which is why you piss off the bugs when you burn the forest. She figured it out, like, not even an hour into the movie, she figured it out. Ba-bang. Right? Nausicaa takes a couple rounds, gets her foot dunked in acid, almost gets blown up a few times. No killing! Even though she kind of killed a couple people right there at the beginning. But that's alright. After that, no more killing! Right? She's down. No! Violence stops with me! So it turns out at the end, Nausicaa is Jesus. And it's a good thing, too, because Obama was on the roof of that sub, and she was just ready to take the kids. Come on, children! Come with me, time to die. Kind of see it coming, but it doesn't mean that it's not good, because it is good. It's fucking good. My official rating and my unofficial rating system, mecha worthy. Absolutely. Mecha awesome, super worthy. That's right. Number 1, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Studio Ghibli pick number 1 by AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusion, suggestions, put them below and I will get back to you. You can also find me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at AniView by Dave. See you next time. Nausicaa has the touch. What does that mean? That means she's got the touch. God damn it. Just like Optimus Prime has the touch. They gotta give you a lick. They gotta give you a little lick real quick. It's fine. Light petting. A lick real quick. So now, post-apocalyptic world. Mad Max style. With sweet-ass air gliders. No, seriously. I want one of those. That's badass. Yeah, that's badass. The music is quite good. Man, this thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous soundtrack. The orchestra. And then all of a sudden, 80s guitar kicks in and you're like, oh yeah, it's the 80s still. Yeah, 80s. Does anybody else recognize the fox squirrel from Nausicaa is also the little thing that was on the robot in Castle in the Sky? You see that, right? I'm just saying. Would you rather have a fox squirrel or a dire wolf? Dire wolf.